So we're outside the city walls now. This is the entrance. And then here's the start of the wall going to the left. It goes all the way around the town centre, although I think parts of it have been destroyed or ruined, but most of it is actually still standing and is in fairly good condition. So if you can walk right around it, you can go up the stairs and just walk all the way around the city, well, all around the town centre, which is quite cool. We're currently on our way to an older part of the town, which has loads of old buildings. Oh yeah. Oh, are you a good boy? You're a good boy. Oh. Do you want strokes as well? Do you want strokes too? Yeah. You want strokes as well? Oh yes. You're a good boy. Do you do kisses? Yes, you do. Oh, you're just relaxed. You're tired, aren't you? Oh, you doing kisses? Are you doing kisses? Yeah. Wow. Oh, can I have a kiss? No. So we're in the Shambles now, and it's very narrow. It was chocker before. There's people everywhere. And they have a few Harry Potter shops, which kind of makes sense because it looks like the streets from Harry Potter, and they were quite cool, and they had wands and swords and all the other things that you'd expect to see in Harry Potter. York's been quite cool. It's just full of all these old, narrow, tight streets with overhanging ledges. There's a pub here that overhangs. We don't actually know why they overhang. Well, Jack thinks it's because there used to be like butchers and things, so it would shade them from the sun and stop the meat from going off. But I've read that it was... Thank you. I've read that it was because people used to throw human waste out the windows, and it was so that people could walk past the houses without getting hit by the human waste. So we've just done some Googling, and we found a few different reasons. One reason is that it was able to make more space because you couldn't take up space in the street because like people had to walk down them and horses and stuff. But by building them overhanging on like the first or second floor, you weren't taking up that space, but you could create more space in your house. Another reason was structural strength, but I'm not quite sure how they're more structurally sound because surely the weight is unevenly distributed. And then another reason was apparently property tax. Property tax was based on the plot of land that you took up, and that was only counted at the base, so you could build higher and wider and not get taxed more. Could you imagine what it was like walking down these streets about 500-600 years ago when there would have been horses going through the street? So we're walking through York town centre now, and there's this app called Too Good To Go, and what it basically does is it works with food companies, and it helps to sell things that are going out of date. What do you want to... I don't know.
Are you YouTube?
Yeah, but I've only just started.
Add me on Snapchat, JJ6969. Right, what's your YouTube channel?
Explorer Life.
I'll quickly type it in. Where are you from?
Liverpool.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm from London.
Scouser?
Yeah.
Good man.
Are you all from London?
No.
Yeah, Kennington.
Well, we moved to Hull, but we were born here.
What, are you students?
Not students,
What's
just
your
moved
name?
here.
Oh, did you? How old are you?
17. Just
That's mad, and you just moved here.
Is this getting put in the vlog?
I don't know. Would you want it to be put in?
Yeah.
Right, my name's JJ.
Shy and K99.
Nice meeting you. See you later. See you in a bit. So just met some people from London. I think only one of them was from London. They just moved here. They said they're only 17, which is mad, moving city at 17. Anyway, so there's this app called Too Good To Go. And basically, they try to help food places stop wasting food. So what they'll do is the company, such as Costa, will put on the app that they've got food that's about to go out of date, and they'll sell it for cheap. So we bought 3 different things from 3 different shops. Basically what we're going to do is we're buying all these for cheap, and anything we can keep, anything that we can eat or we like, we're gonna keep. And then things we don't like or we can't eat because we're vegan, we're gonna walk around and try and find homeless people to give the food to. So we're currently headed to the Costa now to pick that up, because that's the one we have to pick up first, because you have like time slots because the place is closed, or that's when they want to get rid of them. So we're on the way to Costa now to get that one. We're still on our way to this Costa, but we do have to go under the town walls. So I just thought I'd show you them, because you didn't really get to see them before, and as you can see, you can walk along them to walk around the town. They are quite cool, to be fair, very old but in good condition. But just imagine having walls around your town, a bit like Chester. Chester has town walls around it. So this is a bit mad. The Costa is actually in York Central Station. I don't know if that's the actual name for it, but as you can hear, it's quite noisy, and that is because of all the trains. So I think it's on the other side of the track, so we're just walking over there now. So we got the Costa one, but it was a nightmare finding it. It was in the train station and I was such a maze. We were going up and down stairs for about 5 minutes. We're not going to open it yet though. We're going to go collect the other two. We're going to sit down and then go through them all. We're coming up to the next one now, which is called Regency Supermarket. It's like a Chinese style supermarket. We're about to go in. It's in a box, nice. Yeah, thank you. See you later. This is quite exciting. It came in a box, like a full-on box. I don't know how I can see that, but yeah, I mean, it's got a good weight to it. There's quite a lot in here, by the feels of it. I have no idea how we're gonna open it because none of us have a knife on us or anything sharp. I don't think so. It's a supermarket, so I doubt it. But now we've got to the Spa one. I'm gonna go in and get the stuff. So we've got all three now: the Spa one, the Costa one, and the supermarket one, the Chinese supermarket one. Can't remember what it's called. Do the Costa one first. So first we have a tuna melt. Can't eat that. Do you want to take them off and I'll just listen them? Now we
Cheddar and roasted tomato. Can't eat. Ground tomato. Can't eat. Sausage and onion chutney.
Can't eat that one. All these ones will go to homeless people.
Okay. We have. Yep. We have. I have literally no English on it.
I don't know what that is. I'm not sure.
Instant
what that
noodles.
Is. Instant
beef,
noodles.
Roasted beef noodles.
Oh, we have an apple.
Apple?
We can eat the apple.
It's. I don't know if you'd want to eat that apple.
It doesn't look that bad.
No, you can eat that. Then.
We'll put that on. Box.
Why are you taking stuff out of it?
We've got, because you're taking ages, we've got more noodles here.
Garlic and ginger paste.
Garlic and
We
ginger
needed that.
paste.
Spicy flavour dry sauce. Yeah.
And then this is just noodles and sauces, I think.
Is that like a pepperoni thing?
It's like a meat thing. Okay, well, that box was useless.
No, it was in loads of instant noodles. Dried tomato mozzarella.
Nope. Wouldn't need that.
Oh,
anyway.
yes. Chicken legs.
Nice, so we have to cut. Unfortunately, they will probably get binned.
Sausages, I'm guessing.
Again,
Yeah. Corned
these
beef.
will get binned.
Morgan will love that.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
And then, yeah.
And then
2
yogurts.
rice yogurts, apple flavour. So, we can't have anything really apart from the Chinese stuff.
So we can't actually eat any of it apart from, I think, the instant noodles. We haven't actually checked the ingredients, but a lot of noodles are vegan. So all this is going to be given to homeless people throughout York town centre. It's not just going to get thrown in the bin, except the raw meats, because they'll have no way of cooking them. However, I'm not going to film us distributing the rest because it's not the best thing to do, filming, giving food to homeless people. So you won't see that. Next time you see us, we'll probably be back at the car, ready to leave. So we're back at the car now, and it's quite late. It's pitch black outside. It's like 11 o'clock. We're in the middle of just making pot noodles. This water's actually done now. Right now we're at the North York Moors, so tomorrow we're actually gonna see what there is to do and get some, basically, I wouldn't call it hiking, but an outdoor video again. But it's going to be in the same video as the York video. It's the next day now, and once again we've changed plans. So I said we were going to go to North York Moors, and we were there last night, and we just slept there. We've changed our mind because it's not, I mean, the weather's not that bad, but it was really warm this morning and now it's not. So we came to a castle and we're just having dinner now. We're having some of the noodles that we got yesterday. I've literally only used the beef powder for mine, and then Jack has all like the pickle and everything on it. So as you can see right now, we're outside Middleham Castle. It's half run down, but apparently from the website, you can still walk around inside. It's still got multiple floors. It's just lost its roof and it's got a few holes in it. It closes in an hour though, so we've actually only got an hour to get round it. So we're walking around the castle grounds now, but you're gonna have to bear with me because I've got a Magnum. So I'm gonna be eating that in between talking. But we've only got probably about 50 minutes now. And we decided to come upstairs first to walk around the grounds because it might be more interesting up here and we can see downstairs from up here. So we're downstairs in the castle now and we're currently stood where the cellar would have been. I think above us is where the Great Hall would have been. But the floor is no longer there. It's probably been removed or collapsed or something. You've got these big stone slabs going along. I assume they were fire pits probably or something like that. And then across the way we have the kitchens. Up there you'll see the White Rose, and that's because this castle supported the Yorkists who wore the White Rose, and they fought the Lancastrians in the War of the Roses. Which, fun fact, Game of Thrones is actually based off. And I assume that is a well?
It is a well.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually not deep either, really.
And that water's still drinkable.
Does it say that? No. So that water probably isn't still drinkable. But, fun fact though, in what castle did we go to a few days ago? In Rochester Castle, they have a well. And they tested the well water, he said, about like 5 to 10 years ago, and it was actually still safe to drink, which is a bit mad. So this castle actually belonged to the Neville family, and Richard, who was labelled the Kingmaker, was one of the prominent figures who helped the Yorkists win against the Lancastrians, which made Richard III the king. Can you imagine what it would have been like to live in a castle when it wouldn't have been ruined, it would have been new, not maybe brand new stonework? It would have looked really nice, it would have been lively, would have been people everywhere. So it's been a while actually since you've seen us before at the castle. It's been a couple of hours. We watched the England game and now we're in Sunderland. We've drove up here to get a shower because there's a few pure gyms in Sunderland and Newcastle. So next time you see me, we'll be in Newcastle or maybe Sunderland, I'm not too sure. They're both right next to each other. So with that, I'll leave it here and remember to keep exploring.